Today, the new red headband must be thrown on the way of liberty. You're the eldest of the headbands. Must go find your way in the blood and truth. I refuse to lose myself like the other girls. So, one begins our journey into Lavish. Lavish was developed for a 48-hour game jam. The theme was emotional horror game. Looks like there's a few typos that already could have been ironed out, but this game is in prototype stage, so we'll look and just see what we have here. Up is jump, standard, left, right to walk, spacebar to interact. How's everyone doing today? Hope my humans are doing. I had a weird night at work. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Oh, it didn't? Okay, so I thought that this door opened, but no, it's just the shadows making it pop out. Okay, never stuff out there. Yeah, it was a weird night. One of the machines broke down, and so it made it to where what should have been a slow night at work turned into. Oh, cool. That's an interesting thing. Or we just go right through the door. I wonder if we can go back through this door. They threw us through it. I bet it's locked. Okay, yeah. Can't do it. Yeah, so other than this being an emotional horror game or using the feels for us in some way, I don't really know about. There is a thing where the character falls through the wall. Am I the first one to pass here? Alright, so we can't go back up the stairs. Going down. Oh, that's cute. Life looks better out there than in the orphanage. Or in an orphanage. Ooh, that's not. Go back up the stairs now? No. So once we go down the stairs, we're stuck down the stairs. Don't know what this door over here is, but alright, so this is the farthest we can go. Alright. Yeah, I didn't have to interact with that door that time to go. How's everyone doing? Doing alright? You guys are? It's going to be a 3-day week at school this coming week because we have another break. Yay! I'm going to take 1 day to clean my room. Oh, and the really exciting thing is, my days off school correspond with my days off work, so that's nice. Oh, little kids hanging books. Seen that done before, but that wasn't interesting. So now we're going down and shoot. We still need to work on getting those trash bags looking 3-dimensional-ish. Oh! Okay. We just fell through the wall. We found that glitch. Yeah, so it's created 48 hours, and level's not completed, I know, but also this part is working. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reboot the game. I'm just gonna talk to you guys while I'm doing that, and probably be boring screen up in the background while I do that, just black screen while I'm doing it. And we'll see if there's more to this game than just falling through a wall at the end. I know that, designing a game isn't easy. There's definitely a lot to be ironed out with this one, especially if that's just that is the end of the prototype. Because it took me 10 minutes just to get the game file to open on my computer because it was doing something weird, and it wasn't my computer this time. It was just that the game was freezing it. Yep. And it said new red band must be thrown out in the way of... Well, I mean, we didn't do much. We got kicked. I just now noticed the graphic where we actually got kicked through a door. And it's not even much of a kick. It's like... Yeah, so... These rooms look the same. It said the level design. So I'm guessing level design means actual, like... First floor, second floor, third floor. And one of the things that could be ironed out definitely is being able to go back up the stairs and being forced to interact with the doors. There's like a lot of blood here that's not really explained. I know we see the kids on meat hooks here, but and so some of the blood has to be from there, but it's not really clear how that happened. Is being a red band part of, what, do you cause other people, like, do you make other people bleed and stuff? What I'm most confused about, honestly, design-wise... Oh, look, she's now constantly jumping. Okay. Yeah, so I guess that's the end, because I know if I go through here, I'll fall through the game. Alright, this was not as compelling of a game as I thought it would be. I know it was created in 48 hours, so I wasn't expecting much, but I did expect a little more than this. There's the most confusing thing design-wise, I would say, right now, is the fact that you can jump. There's literally no reason to jump, other than if you like jumping. And apparently once you start jumping, you can't stop, because she's now not stopping, or at least sometimes that happens. What I would say, what I would encourage the developer to do, going forward with this, we have a hint of a story right now, is the new headband. And she doesn't want to lose herself like all the other girls. And she was kicked out, presumably, to by the other girls, where she'd be sacrificed to get on a meat. But really, design-wise, like, there's, what, 4 sentences of dialogue. And already we have at least the beginning of a story. There's someone that must be putting kids on meats. And they're in an orphanage, so it's likely the person that runs the orphanage, someone in a position of power, and who's been getting away with it. From this scene right here, we're obviously in a forest. So, or at least isolated. Although it's a massive building, seeing as how it extends all the way to the horizon. That's just a... It's not really a nitpicky thing, because it's a prototype, so it's going to see a lot of changes, so much as just an acknowledgement that the artistic side of things hasn't been ironed out either. But yeah, so we get a lot of an idea of a story. But there's not enough there to make me feel sympathetic toward the protagonist. Maybe, you know, I should want her to, like, I should want her to die, or I should want her to succeed, but right now I'm just indifferent because there wasn't enough information to make me care or invest. Protagonist, there also wasn't enough actions I did with the character to make me invest. We just went out a garbage chute. I mean, what we did, and now we apparently are going to go through the garbage chute of life and fall out of the universe. So, yeah, this was lavish. It's a prototype, so I can't... So I'd encourage, going forward, the first thing would be to I have a combo thing. Put a purpose in for jumping. Interacting had a purpose even. We opened a couple doors. Left and right, we walked through the scenery. But put a purpose in for jumping, whether it is we have to jump over an obstacle to get to the room because it's messy, or we don't want to touch. You know, maybe a child who's laying on the floor. The thing, because the meat hook has been fully... You know, they haven't been fully suspended or something. We do that and use that as an opportunity to make us invest in the character a little more. Give the character some more commentary. There's 4 people working on this. And again, I understand that it takes a lot of work to put, to create games, but I've seen more done in 48 hours by a single developer than what was created here. So I haven't been listening to the music because while I know the solution to the mic, just make it not the default speakers. Well, I can hear the sound while playing. I keep forgetting to do that before I record. So what happened is it has excellent sound design, and they put all their effort into designing the music and sound for the game. Which that would explain why there's so little here, really, to grasp. We didn't even get one level finished. It even said on the website that the level isn't finished. But I expected more than going through 2 scenes. 3 scenes, 2 of them look the same though. So that's why I'm saying 2. Maybe 4 rooms? I don't know. I don't even remember it. Nothing really sticks except the room with the kids on meat hooks. And then the beginning room. That's the only thing that sticks in my mind right now. I feel like more should have stuck. I feel like for emotional horror games, yes, this is going to elicit a lot of empathy to get the story developed and that we're invested in the character. But right now, I'm just like, eh. I'm mildly interested, but I'm not intrigued that I would seek this game enough that I'd seek this game out in the future. I found it the same way I find most of my games lately, or at least this past week, doing a search on itch.io. So if they post a fuller, more fleshed out demo, even, it doesn't even have to be the full game, just more, I don't know, more something to it. More story, more action, more really anything, and I'd be happy. Then I could get a better sense of if I'm invested in this game, if I like the game. Right now I have no feelings on it, and that's kind of the worst spot to have in my opinion, because you can't do much with indifference, except know that you haven't gone far enough, and you haven't worked enough in whatever it is you're trying to do. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Lavish. I'm not even sure what the game title is, aside from maybe the person in charge of the orphanage that are doing these horrible things to these kids. And we only know of one horrible thing, but it's a horror game, a contemplative horror game. I'm not given anything to contemplate, but, you know, may that the authority figures living extravagantly while these orphans, you know, have to tie headbands around their arms to be distinguished from each other. But anyway, that's just my thoughts. We'll get another game out tomorrow. I was going for something short and sweet. I just didn't expect it to be 3 minutes long. But yeah. Hopefully this demo will be fleshed out in the future so I can form an opinion on it. But right now, it's just too little to really response to. Anyway, if you liked the video, leave a like, leave a comment, or share it for someone else to find. Hopefully at least my commentary made it worthwhile to watch. I don't know that the gameplay was nearly rewarding enough. I'm not even sure if it was rewarding enough to record it, but you know, that's how it goes. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and until next time, Craelan out.